Rama Screen is now on audio. So download Rama Screen as a podcast on iTunes so you can listen to the reviews, interviews, discussions, and the weekly show Rockin' It with Rama Screen anytime, anywhere. What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Black Mirror Bandersnatch. Let's rock this. Is Bandersnatch an interactive movie? Yes and no. Yes, you, the viewers, are given some choices and numerous alternate endings, which results in various runtimes for the film, which of course makes it a unique experience. But ultimately, it's an illusion of interactive. Its creator, writer, executive producer Charlie Brooker, who plots out all the options and details how each of them goes down. Not to mention that Bandersnatch is a pretty excellent Netflix propaganda film. If you are fans of Netflix, that is. Time and time again, it reminds you of how awesome this giant streaming service platform is. There's only one product placement in this movie, and that is Netflix. But that doesn't take away from the fact that this film is original, and it's a clever, high-concept effort to include the audiences in on the character's journey. For those of you who may not be familiar with the famous Black Mirror series, it's basically like the Twilight Zone-esque anthology, but it deals with explorations and consequences of twisted technology where humanity's greatest innovations and darkest instincts collide. In Bandersnatch, the story focuses on a young programmer named Stefan who makes a fantasy novel into a game for a big company. But while he's trying to keep his mind into making it right, his own reality becomes weirdly disoriented. I've always been a big fan of paranoia thrillers featuring characters drowning in their own obsessions. I do enjoy Bandersnatch and its lead character Stefan, and parts of it kind of remind you of those deja vu time loop movies like Groundhog Day and Happy Death Day. But unlike those films, Bandersnatch rarely returns to that same starting point of origin again and again. I adore the performances of the lead actors. Fionn efficiently and passionately displays a man spiraling down into madness, while Will Poulter's enigmatic approach, which makes his character admirable yet unsettling, is the perfect addition to this whole Stefan's living nightmare cocktail. Of course, with the popularity of both Stranger Things series and the recent Bumblebee movie, the 80s will always be everybody's go-to favorite nostalgia. And Bandersnatch, from its retro production design, to its soundtrack selection, to its grainy look on the screen, is fantastic. That said, if you ask any of us if we want to go back to that pre-internet 8-bit games era, I'm guessing the answer will be a resounding no. Under the direction of David Slade, who gave us such films as 30 Days of Night and Hard Candy, and some of my favorite episodes of Hannibal series, Bandersnatch is well executed and almost never has a dull moment. This may not be as bloody graphic as Slade's previous films, but he retains that expected level of intensity without crossing into the horror territory for this one. Some of the supporting characters are also irresistibly funny and enjoyable to watch. That said, I think the movie could ease up a bit on hammering you in the head with, "You have to like Netflix! Netflix is awesome! Arr!" And I imagine that navigating your way through the differing plots can get frustrating to some. In other words, interactive movies like this may not necessarily have a general widespread appeal. It's one thing when you're playing a video game like The Walking Dead Telltale, because video games by its nature are interactive. And it's another thing when you're watching a movie, and oftentimes you just want to be given to, instead of having to decide, which to some people may sound like extra work or time-consuming or a pain in the ass. So, while Bandersnatch provides a good manual for how an interactive movie should be done, whether or not this will catch on or make way for or generate a trend of countless other movies like it remains to be seen. So that's it. That's my review of Black Mirror Bandersnatch. Share your thoughts in the comment section below and share this video with all your friends on the YouTubeverse. And as always, subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. Hey, if you like this review and you want me to make more, please contribute monthly to help support this channel at Ramascreen Patreon page. So go to patreon.com/Ramascreen and become my patrons today. Let's rock this.